We have with us two senior RBI officials, and as I told you earlier, we're at the RBI pavilion right now. We have Mr. Vivek and Ajay Choudhary, who are going to be telling us about the digital payment and frictionless credit push of the RBI and what we're showcasing here. Mr. Vivek, give us a sense of what you're trying to show to foreign delegates, the international media, as to what we're doing in terms of digital innovation in payments.
Right. So, as you know, there are a number of initiatives we have taken in the recent times as far as the payment system is concerned. So we had a number of options that we could showcase to the foreign delegates. They were coming here. But of those options which are available, we thought UPI, since it has made a lot of name in the foreign shores, so that we are trying to showcase, and we are in fact going one step further and trying to give a UPI experience to the foreign delegates by enabling them to have the UPI on their link to their foreign numbers, mobile numbers, and so that they can move around during this in this campus and outside also, and use that wallet to transact. Right. Apart from that, two other innovative options. One is using their wallet on a wearable device, and the other is a Bharat bill payment system experience where even NRIs sitting abroad can make payment for bills and utilities in India. Right. So that we are trying to show.
Is that the stall where international media and delegates can come?
That stall is on the other side.
Okay.
This will be for the CBDC and things like that.
All right, sir. Could you tell us a bit about this, sir? Mr. Ajay Choudhary.
Yeah. This is what Vivek has just mentioned about a payment system. Here is a digital currency. This is a legal tender for INR, in rupee. And we have started the pilot actually in December 2021 for the retail, for the central bank digital currency. Here we are demonstrating how it can be used actually with the merchant and peer-to-peer transfer. As also we are trying to give similar wallet what UPI we are trying to give, just to have hands-on experience with some preloaded CBDC, and they can use it in any of the stalls here. So this is the CBDC position here.
Right. I'd just like to ask you, in terms of cooperation with international banks, cooperation on financial inclusion, what are we looking to achieve at this G20? We're showcasing our innovation here, but what can this G20 do, and what can India presidency offer to the world and other countries and developing nations?
No, multiple things actually on our platter. One is definitely we want to showcase our DPI, digital public infrastructure, and application built on that, and basically people can leverage on this, and that most of the different, particularly Global South, is very keen on that, looking at this. As also we are trying to have some narrative on private currency, what we mean, crypto, etc. So that also some consensus is arriving that possibly we can have some sort of a arrangement where basically we can handle the risk relating to that. Plus actually how we can cooperate relating to the big tech and fintech issues across the globe. So these are the few major things actually we are looking at for the cooperation across the globe.
Yeah,
Anything from your side?
Hopefully we will have some consensus on the cryptocurrency framework. The Financial Stability Board, the IMF, they've all come out with a synthesis paper.
Yeah, I mean, Ajay mentioned some of the key areas in which we can have cooperation. Yeah. One more thing that I wanted to add was the cross-border payment, because that is it's a G20 priority area, and India has shown by interlinking its fast payment system with Singapore. That is one way in which cross-border payments can be made much more efficient and smooth for the common public. And the financial world across all over the world is very enthused about this particular kind of architecture where fast payment systems of the countries can talk to each other, and international payments can move to a different architecture than what is existing today. So right. That is another area.
And we are also trying to take UPI to different parts of the world, trying to have collaborations with many countries. Give us a sense of the number of nations we're having a conversation with.
That question keeps on coming quite often actually. So on that, our Deputy Governor also had spoken a few days earlier. the conversation is going on with a number of countries, but and it is at different stages. It is 2 or 3 models that we are talking about. In some cases, we are talking about linking the fast payment system of the 2 countries. For example, UPI here and Pay Now in Singapore. So we have linked that. The other model is that using UPI, you can scan the QR code in some other countries. The person from India goes there, and the person coming from that country to India can use the QR code and then make payment. The third option is that the UPI-like infrastructure can be built in that country. So all these three options are being mooted. The talks are at various stages with different countries. Since the agreements are not yet finalized, it will possibly not be proper for me to give out the names at this stage. But whenever the agreements are finalized, we announce it on our website, and it comes in the public.
All right, sir. If we can quickly show our viewers also what's happening with frictionless credit. What are we trying to showcase?
Come here inside. This is something possibly we are looking at frictionless credit. What we are talking about the frictionless, what we mean by this, that the information actually which are residing in the multiple locations, lenders are finding it difficult and sometimes complex and costly to fetch them and provide the lending to borrowers. So many times it takes 2 to 4 weeks for providing the lending. Here actually this platform enables the seamless flow of information from all sources to lenders through plug and play model, and accordingly it can move to lenders and they can decide within a few minutes. You can't believe it, but in case of MSME, for this cattle financing and the KCC financing, the lending is done within less than 10 minutes. So this is the transformational thing. What we say, Governor has said, is a transformational thing actually for the next 1 year, and possibly it's a UPI movement for the lending.
All right, so thank you very much for speaking to us, Mr. Ajay Choudhary, and we'd like to thank Mr. Vivek Deep as well. So we're showcasing you all the innovations here, the digital Kisan credit, the digital cattle loan, frictionless credit that we're showcasing to countries of the global south, and also leading powers in the G20 as to what India can do when it comes to financial inclusion.